All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Going to be breaking down the top prop bets for today on Flex Friday. Let's go ahead and get into it. So today, if we just take a peek at how the board is currently looking, you are going to notice the board is, let's just call it, extremely dry. Okay, like there's two good prop bets that we could target, one WNBA prop bet and then Christian Yelich for under his fantasy score. So it is a day in which we're kind of going to have to work for it to make a potentially good bet slip. And so that is obviously the tough part, but we're going to go ahead and break it down for you. So I do want to start with just kind of taking a peek at the MLB tab specifically. And let's just go through some of the top bets that we are getting. And so we start with Christian Yelich. I would say the appeal of this one is going to be the fact that it is a low run total in this game. Only 8.1 runs on average for this game. The Brewers are favored to win, though, by 1.5 runs. And so that'd be kind of the concern with betting Yelich for under his fantasy score of 7.5. Now, we do see that the average sportsbook line has it closer to 6. We are not getting an underdog line. I'm okay with that one, but also it's one where we would probably end up doing a little bit of a game stack where we'd probably end up doing Kyle Stowers for under his fantasy score as well. Again, he's projected to get over slightly. Don't necessarily love that. We also do have Jackson Cheerio here as well. So we have a little bit of game stacks that we could run out with those three there. But again, we don't want to go too low with those. I actually decently like this one a little bit more. And really, we have a little bit of a game stack here as well. And so Kyle Schwarber for over his fantasy score of 7. That one stands out to me the most. We look at the average sportsbook line is closer to about 7.84. Projection data likes the over. The underdog line being at 9.85 is a big prop line difference that we are seeing there, guys. That is pretty darn big. And we see Bryce Harper for over his fantasy score. Not as big of a prop line difference, but through and through, we are going to notice that that line is a clear outlier for us. And then if we are doing those two already, we could just end up getting to Aaron Judge. Now, the biggest thing about that game is that's a high scoring game, right? 10 runs total. It's supposed to be relatively close, okay, in that game there as well. So 3 really good bets there. Again, we could just do 2 game stacks here. We're betting on the Miami-Milwaukee game to be a lower scoring game. We're betting on that Philly versus New York game to be a high scoring game. And so let's just kind of go ahead and just put those all into a bet slip so you guys can kind of see what the edge would be if it's going to be a full payout. And again, it won't be, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And so, yes, if we were to put that into a 5 slip bet, not terrible, actually. We're only losing out about a 0.77% edge there, so not terrible. And so straight up, that will be the bet of the day here, guys, for today. Just running out those 2 stacks. Now, I do like the overs a little bit more, but it's probably going to be a day in which I'm not placing too many prop bets on the day today. But I do like that game stack that we have, and the payout is not being that reduced. So now with that, since we already did the bet of the day, let's just go ahead and jump into maybe some potential other bets that we could be jumping in on. So for WNBA, I do think it's worth calling out, guys. Right now with underdog, I am working on kind of updating the underdog line differences that we are getting because underdog has really went away from standard lines. PrizePicks hasn't necessarily done that too much, but I am working on kind of updating that to maybe show an adjustment of a line that we get for underdog as well. But again, the issue is they're just not giving us as many standard lines, and that obviously was the beauty of PrizePicks and underdog. So we are still, again, I'm working on updating that here. But looking at, guys, WNBA, we do have that one good plus EV bet. From there, we are getting Paige for over her rebounds at 3.5, projected to get 5. Like that there. Tiffany Hayes, rebounds and assists. Again, projection data likes the over. We are having to dip to these bets that have a 53% likelihood to hit, although we don't necessarily love that. But I would only be going with these top 3 if I had to. Now, we can go on. Like we are seeing Natasha Cloud for her fantasy score off by a little bit, okay, where her fantasy score line should be about 23.85. We see that the line of the 22 is a little bit low compared to the projection data there as well. So it could be one that you're getting to. Then from there, I just don't think we're getting that many worthwhile prop bets. Now, I do want to go ahead and talk about PGA as well real quick because maybe these are some bets you want to get to. So for example, guys, some of these will probably be going live by the time you guys get in here, but Max Homa for under 5.5 birdies or better, it is going to be difficult to get to 6 birdies. Now, it's a tournament where a player can get hot. They can throw darts. The course is playing very soft. Okay, it rained, so the greens are softer, more receptive, so you can just kind of throw darts is what it's called. So it won't be crazy. Like none of these are egregiously bad, but at the same time, we probably should be betting on some of the under 5.5 birdies or better. Not doing that for McNeely or Pendrith. I do think for Max Grayson, and then also for Max Homa, those could end up being good ones, but a lot of those prop bets are going to be live by the time a lot of you guys get in here. I would be fine betting on under 5 birdies or better for Benny Ann here as well. Again, the chances are this is just going to be a push. It's going to be tough for him to get to 6. Same same thing here with Griot. And so there are some stacks that we can run out there with some PGA prop bets as well if you guys choose to do so. And so like a simple PGA bet slip here would be Max Homa for under 5.5 birdies or better. The issue then is that if you pair these all up together, the payout is going to be significantly reduced. So if you want to work these in there with some of those MLB prop bets to get a full payout, by all means, go ahead and do that there as well. Now, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Just a simple, quick, and easy video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so before. If you guys would like access to any of the tools that you saw in this video, make sure to head on over to 9to5sports.com. Get access to all those tools for a low monthly cost of $10 a month. Worth calling out, I did just get out my season-long NFL prop bets. Take a peek at that, guys. Lots of good stuff there. Thanks for watching. Good luck. And as always, let's keep cashing.